Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Hard Truck 2. Alright, here we are. I'm sure you noticed we're somewhere else than where we left off last time. Unfortunately, when I got to that area right before the tunnel, the game crashed on me again. Other shenanigans were going on, but could have eventually recovered, but the game crashed. And, I was talking about the patch the last few episodes, and I've decided, screw it, I copied over my save files, copied backups, and I installed the patch. I just had enough of the game crashing, and not being able to get rid of landmines, but, that, I don't know if that's really cheap or not. I don't think it's cheap, because there really shouldn't be landmines all over the road. But, also the whole thing with the upgrades, the truck upgrades disappearing. Now you'll notice we always start the game with half of a fuel tank. What that is I have an extra fuel tank, so it's one of the two tanks is full. And that's a really good way to know that your upgrades are working, as long as you bought an extra tank, which pretty much everybody always does. And, ooh, that looks like... No, that's the Mack for hire. I was going to say, hopefully that's one of the rare trucks that's still there. So, the patch fixes a whole plethora of different things. Fixes a lot of stuff. The game runs better. I don't think it's going to crash much. And, I'm guessing it's all the trucks, but I'm noticing right now with this one, trucks are faster. They got more power. And, I think I remember that now. It's taking a lot less gas to get places. A lot less gas pedal, I'm having to brake a lot more often. So I think it's almost like you're holding that control button down all the time, even though you're not. That's kind of nice. Got to get used to it now. I was driving around a bit between videos, and I was kind of flying all over the place a little bit, because just, driving faster and more power, it's just not what I'm used to. Sorry if the sound is wrong, I'm trying to make it right. So, yeah, it's running a lot better. I'm just worried about the rare trucks, if they're going to disappear on me. If they do, I'll try reinstalling the game since I have the save files. And then throw in my save file and see if the rare trucks are there. Reinstalling the game, patching it, and then putting the save file in. I don't know. Or maybe I'll reinstall it. Worst case scenario, reinstall it and not put the patch in, and then bring in my save file. And hopefully, just because I reinstalled it, it'll run a little better. I'm really liking the things that the patch fixes. One of the things that you guys can't tell, but I sure can, is the pedals work correctly with my steering wheel now. Instead of having to map them to the paddles here, the pedals are separate, like they should be. So, so now I can actually shift up and down with these. I might even start driving in manual, but I haven't done it in so long. It might be somewhat comical right now. Hey, there's Nav Eagle. Good. I think maybe the rare trucks will stick around. But, so anyway, after that crash, I had to start back up at the beginning of last episode, and I took the load down to Foothill the same way, and the load going back to Greystone was not there. I guess it's randomly generated, or maybe the patch did that too. So, that's where we started in Foothill, and I picked up a load to Sandy Ranch instead, since I know there's a hidden cargo here going to Sandy Ranch. So I might as well double up and go up to Sandy Ranch. We'll get a license too, probably, if I make it there. Yes, I was able to map the Num Plus button that picks up a load. I mapped that to the steering wheel now, because that button works now. It's nice having more buttons to use on the steering wheel. the steering wheel sets me back pretty far from the keyboard, so the less often I have to reach way over here, the better. So hopefully this will keep working like this and the rare trucks will stick around. I want to at least drive the Peterbilt around. Maybe that's the next thing I'll do. As soon as I see it, I'll buy it just in case it's still going to disappear. I think though, if it's going to disappear, it'll disappear pretty much right away. And I just saw that in Adbeagle before, so I think we'll be okay. So, no. I just got to the point with this game not having as much time to spend on it too. The game crashing was just really annoying me, and all the other little things. The upgrade thing really bugged the heck out of me. You know, because you're gonna stop, you know, at the end of the video, and then when you start back up for the next one, you got no upgrades, and you might not be near a repair station. Of course, I could have tried to manage it and remember to stop the videos near a repair station, but that requires too much thinking for me, I guess. Now I don't have to worry about that. I'm driving up this road now, from Westwood all the way up to Sandy Ranch, and this is one I don't even know if I showed this off yet, so I usually never drive this road. Another feature of the patch is the landmines don't get introduced until you control 30% of the market. Without the patch, they're just there from the beginning and there's no way to get rid of them. With the patch, they don't show up till 30%. We're not quite there. We're at 24. So there's no landmines right now. And when the landmines do show up, you can use the mines off cheat code and turn them off. I don't even consider that a cheat, because why are there landmines all over the place? That's you know, it's a little silly in my mind. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I guess I could have looked to see where they added a new cargo. Oh, I'm not sure. I've been out of it for a while, so I think they added another one down in Greystone. Up by Eastwood, I think. That's a new one. Between Eastwood and Windcliff. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I think that was there before. Yeah, I saw that coming. Now look what I can do. That was cool. So, guess I still got to use the mouse to center that a little bit better. I guess I'm a little OCD about that. I don't like looking at that post of the windshield. I always got to use the mouse to move that over, and that's one feature that disappears with King of the Road version, which I think I will LP after this one, because I've heard a few people asking about it. And why can't I? But, with all the improvements with King of the Road, I couldn't believe that they got rid of that option to be able to move the camera with your mouse. That annoyed the heck out of me, because in King of the Road, you've got that default view where you're staring at that windshield post, and you can't fix it. You can pan the camera, but it always snaps back to looking at that post. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just only a problem with me, because I've been so obsessed about not looking at it. Most people probably just keep it on a default view, and you don't even notice it after a while, but I've been playing this for so long that really bugs the heck out of me. Okay, but this is good. Everything's faster now with the patch. Hitting the brakes a lot more often. And it's good, but I gotta get used to it. But I don't think I am gonna go into manual. Just I'd have to turn up the engine volume a bit more. I can barely hear it right now, and I think that would be really noisy for the recording. You know, the recording's already pretty noisy. I might try it for one video. Nice if there was a third pedal and it had a clutch option. That would be really cool. You can easily stall out in manual though. I guess I should show that off, huh? There's some silk, so. Slow down. Nice feature about manual is you're going too fast, you can drop a gear. That's very useful. Passed through St. Helena. Sandy Ranch isn't much further. I'm thinking maybe pretty soon I will buy a container truck and swap around and just go through another big hiring phase, because I've got 764 idle cash right now. That's pretty good. And you'll get a lot closer to that 50%, so this doesn't drag on forever. Especially since I'm thinking of doing King of the Road after this. I'll try to make my uploads a little closer. It's been pretty busy lately. I think the rain even looks a little different, right? The lights are on. A little brighter maybe, even though it's dark and rainy? I don't know. I might be looking too much into it, but something looks a little different, I think. Looks better, basically, in a nutshell. Like if it might be psychosomatic, but I think it looks better. It's nice. I don't have to worry about stopping in those repair stations and getting my upgrades back all the time anymore. That's really nice. That was an annoying bug. And the only downside, and it's very slight, is the fact that you start the game always, whenever you log in, with half a fuel meter, because you've only got one tank filled up. I'll take that any day over not having the upgrades at all. Plenty of hidden fuel tankers around in gas stations, so it's not a big problem. Unless, well, in this playthrough though, down in Greystone, yeah, there's not one fuel fill-up spot down in Greystone. That whole area. Closest one is on the road up to Wincliffe. Wow. Usually there's at least one hidden fuel spot in Greystone, and that's generated when you first start the game, and it never changes where the hidden fuel spots are. The containers, obviously, every time you pick one up, a new one pops up somewhere else, but you can never pick up a container and have a fuel depot pop up instead. That's not going to happen. Nice, but it makes sense that that wouldn't happen, because once there is a fuel spot there, it doesn't go away. But I'm very surprised there's not one down there in Greystone. So starting up in Greystone with this only having the one fuel tank filled up on your truck, that's slightly a problem, but not really. You're not going to mess around down there too long. But if you're going through the tunnels and you're starting in Greystone, that might be a little tricky. Then I have to worry about it a little more. I didn't make it first? No, just made it. Wow. I wasn't looking at the map, but I had plenty of time. Oh, there's a storm to hire. That's a lot of fun. He's got the one license, right? Let's see. that brought me up from 24 to 26. Very nice. Let's see what we got over here. Bananas for sale? That might be the Nav Eagle up there. I think that's the one higher. You know what? Yeah. Let's go container truck for a while. I know, you guys are probably yelling at me, but we made a lot of money, and now it's time to spend it. Now it's time to swap around and spend it. Let's upgrade this truck first. Yeah, this truck doesn't have any upgrades yet, and it seems faster than a Can-Ass. I know it's empty, but it's still a dirt road. I think before the patch this was probably doing 25, and now I'm pushing 40, I think. I'm not sure, I haven't driven Can-Ass in a while, but if I remember correctly, Can-Ass is a pretty bad off-road. This is off-road. Yeah. That patch changes a lot. In a good way. And maybe it just makes the pedals work better. I don't think so though, because I've played with and without the pedal setup. I don't think that's all it's doing. Although it is actually using the gas pedal feed instead of this paddle type thing. Like this is just a button, whereas the pedal is a pressure sensor switch. I don't know. Let's get this truck fixed up. Maybe swap with one guy. Probably call it a video run. I've got my fancy dual monitor set up so I can put the recorder over on the other monitor and actually see how long I've been recording for a change, without having to try to look at a clock and figure it out. Because, you know, my brain, it's not that good. Yeah, I noticed somebody was asking why I get off-road tires. Probably you should think about it more, but I just always get off-road tires. That's just all I do. A habit for me now, I guess. I don't think it really makes that big of a difference for tires. Okay, let's switch around. I guess we'll start at the top of the list. Oh, that's right, I have a bunch of gaps. Let's see. Where are we going? We're going to Southgate. And I think we're pretty close, right? Yep. Oh, well, I guess we'll deliver this. Oh yeah. Let's see, is this supposed to have upgrades? Yes. Oh, it's got a regular horn, but I didn't see a horn on there, so. I don't know if I still have to go through the repair station once or not. That's what I did. I totally wrecked up that Zill trying to figure out what upgrades I have. Now hiring, we're probably going more for tonnage than anything else. So, hey, is that the Can-Ass for sale? Yes, it is. Well, I think that solves our question about rare trucks. It's a rare truck. It's still around, so that's your fingers. But yeah, I'm basically going for tonnage now, so. Oh, damn it, that was for sale. Well, yeah, we've seen that glitch before. Well, oops. We are now the proud owners of a Mercedes-Benz Actros. I just did it quick, and I thought that was, what's her name? With the Mercedes. But what's up? I hired you? Yes, okay. I hired that Kenworth. But now we have a Mercedes. I guess since I have it, probably show it off for a little while. Even though I was going on about how I was going to get container trucks and do that. I should probably show this off. Since I already have it. I think if I remember correctly, the default view on this truck doesn't bother me so much. I don't have to pan the camera around it, just leave it on the default. Boy, it's nice not having to worry about those landmines. So we're back to looking for trailers. There's none down here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the one by Westwood and the one by south of Mercury, I know they're storms. Well, I know the one at the repair station north of Westwood. This is storm, but what about that one a little closer to Westwood? Is that a storm too? Don't remember. I'll check between videos, I think that's a good plan. This is a nice truck, Mercedes. It's one of the 9-gear trucks, and it's hit 9th gear. Yeah, we're doing 60 easy. I know I'm not pulling anything right now, but I still gotta say that patch makes things a lot faster. Oh, now look at that. I stopped without hitting the parking ticket. That's a new one. Everything. There we go. How much idle cash do we have after all this? Hired a couple of drivers and bought this truck and just fixed it up. $657 idle cash. That's not bad. I guess I could stand to build up some more cash. Anyway, I guess I can start running up there. I'm pretty sure that's going to end up being a storm, but I'll check it anyway. That much faster. Oh, cab overs. And I guess you guys can see how bad I am at a cab over now. This is probably the first cab over I drove in this Leaf. Besides the container trucks, I mean, they don't really count so much. I see I can fill up right here. And then when I load the game back up, it'll be at half. So anyway, I think that's good for an episode. We haven't been down long enough. Long on time. So I'll see you guys next time. Later.